got a chance to win this race, haven't you?
Just try. I wanna be the only one to make it through the
Could you tell it was quite a good day for me yesterday? You know, just a little bit. Eventually I was going to get around to doing this, but hey guys, Harrison101 back at it once again for a brand new video for you, and Sebastian Vettel won a friggin' Grand Prix yesterday, oh my god! Sorry, must maintain professionalism. Must maintain professionalism. Anywho, awesome. It was the Malaysian Grand Prix yesterday, and I'm going to review that now over here in this video, and I'm still trying to maintain my composure during all of this because I couldn't believe what the hell happened yesterday. And it was a great race as well. I was very impressed with it. I was surprised that Malaysian Grand Prix was better than I thought it was going to be, especially considering it didn't rain. It was a completely dry race from start to finish, and yeah, it was surprisingly good. Obviously, the big surprise being that Sebastian Vettel got his first Ferrari win on just his second Grand Prix with the team. I know it still took him twice as long as Alonso did, but that's besides the point. Essentially, a brilliant performance from Sebastian. There's no doubt about that. I think anyone would be hard pushed to say that wasn't just a brilliant two-stop performance from Vettel that got him the win in the end. And it looks like, to me, it looks like Mercedes struggled with their tyre wear or tyre degradation over the course of the Grand Prix, and what I found interesting about it was that essentially Mercedes said they beat them fair and square, more than anything else, and that's what made it great. We were genuinely waiting for someone to come along and beat Mercedes at their own game, and that's what Ferrari was able to do. I think Mercs have got a strategy problem amongst their team. It's happened a couple of times now, like Hungary last year, where when Mercs panic and when Mercs get some actual competition, they do actually struggle a little bit. I still maintain that I don't think there was any harm in putting Rosberg on a two-stop strategy to see if they could split them and see if they could work and steal the win. Because putting them both on freeze didn't work, and it proved it didn't work because Vettel's race pace was excellent, and Merckx was a little bit faster at the end, but not by enough to take the win off Vettel. And it's amazing seeing how the U-turns have come along for Sebastian Vettel so quickly. I remember Sky F1 talking about it and saying, "Do you remember when Vettel had doubters?" And I'm like, yes, that was you, Sky! Like, pot calling the kettle here, like, holy crap. And all of a sudden, he's now, as the papers were saying, breathing life back into Formula 1 again. Like, it's 2008 all over again. And I found that just hilarious more than anything else. And I know people aren't talking about it as much, but a brilliant drive from Kimi Räikkönen as well in fourth. I mean, he was a little bit vindicated by the safety car which came out because of Marcus Ericsson beaching his Sauber. But, yeah, it was a great comeback from him. I know he had to carve through the whole field, and him running the two-stopper compared to Williams on the free, again, meant that he could leapfrog everybody and finished fourth. He only finished 17 seconds behind Rosberg, which, is a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, but a great recovery from Raikkonen to finish in fourth in the end, and which actually is his equal best result as a Ferrari driver since he's come there back from last year. So Raikkonen, I think, will take that in the grand scheme of things. And, looking at the championship table now, Hamilton's only got a 3-point lead over Vettel at the moment, which, it's still very early days, and still, we'll take it. I mean, as a Vettel fan, I'm gladly taking that. It was his 40th Grand Prix victory, the third different team he's won a race with as well, and it only puts him one win behind Ayrton Senna for third on the all-time wins list, because, people still think that a 4-time consecutive champion and a guy with 40 Grand Prix victories has to prove his greatness, because we in F1 are a fickle bunch of idiots sometimes. But running through the rest of the field, Williams finished 5 and 6, a distant 5 and 6. I mean, that was the best available. I mean, nice move by Bottas on the final lap to get one over on Felipe Massa at the end, and it was fun seeing that. But Williams finished 70 seconds off the winner. That's alarming. I did not think they were going to be that far behind Ferrari today. I thought that was a shocker. And it looks like Williams have now been left a little bit stagnant. I mean, it's still early days in terms of car pace yet because, you know, the field is so different from... I mean, the first 2 races were so different in the sense of Merckx destroyed everybody in round 1, whereas Malaysia, Ferrari and Mercedes were just about on equal terms because of tyre wear and whatnot. And Williams are a distant third, and hell, Red Bull struggled in 5th in the sense of you had Williams 5 and 6, then the 4 Renault cars, and it was Toro Rosso who actually beat the 2 Red Bull drivers. Max Verstappen making history as the youngest ever point scorer in Formula 1 history, just at 17. A brilliant drive from Max Verstappen to get 7th place. He looks like he's been around for 5 years already. He put some great passes on the Red Bull boys and his own teammate in Carlos Sainz. So, great performance from him. Carlos Sainz, for those GP Predictor fans out there, he had the most positions gained on the whole field, I think. I think he gained 7 on his starting, plus I think Raikkonen may have had 7 as well by coming in 4th, so I think there was joint top between him and Carlos Sainz. But Sainz qualified 15th and finished in 8th, and again making the 2-stop work, so well done to Carlos Sainz as well. Another solid rookie performance from Carlos Sainz as well. And then Daniel Kvyat beating Daniel Ricciardo on the track there. Ricciardo apparently having some brake problems, but yeah... Kvyat 9th and Ricciardo 10th, and everyone's talking about how Ricciardo beat Vettel last year, but look at him now, getting lapped in the same car by the race winner. Amazing how things can change in Formula 1 in a year, but, you know, people are still going to hold Vettel's 2014 season as the stick to beat him with, because Ricciardo did it, but Ricciardo beaten by his teammate today, so, yeah, not a good look. We're going to be playing F1 fantasy math in a minute, because Kvyat beat Ricciardo, who beat Vettel, who beat Hamilton, who beat Schumacher, who beat Hakkinen. So yeah, Kvyat's the best driver of all time, guys. Or something like that. Grosjean, shame he missed out on the points in the end. He was bumped off the road by Sergio Perez. Perez getting a 10-second time penalty and points on his license, as did Nico Hulkenberg for sticking his front nose in on Kvyat where it wasn't needed or wanted. So the Force India is having quite a weak day out there as well. McLaren, Honda struggling as well with both of their cars struggling. Both of them failing to finish, unfortunately, not being able to handle the heat of the weather. And, you know, it was nice to see that they were already looking a little bit more competitive until the failure, but Honda's still got a long way to go. So, you know, the improvement is nice, but it doesn't mean anything if you can't finish. So, you know, they've still got work to do, but, you know, the signs already slightly promising for the McLaren Honda department at least as well. And shame that Sauber seemed to slip a little bit as well. Felipe Nasr in 12th and Marcus Ericsson failing to finish. But overall, I thought it was a really good Grand Prix. I was surprised at how exciting it was. And, you know, we had a good tactical battle at the front. I'm glad Pirelli got the tyre choices right. I think 2 to 3 stops is always the ideal number for a Grand Prix. So I think this was excellent, and you know, we had a titanic battle at the front, and it was tense from start to finish, seeing just how well Sebastian Vettel could drive in the end, and seeing him legitimately outmaneuver the 2 Mercedes on track was excellent, despite Rosberg slipping a little bit there in 3rd. And whatnot, but there was great fights littered up and down the field. There was good passing all the way through. There was always something to keep people entertained from start to finish, and it was a genuinely tense and exciting Grand Prix. So yeah, an 8 out of 10 rating from me. I thought that was a very, very good Grand Prix, and I think that's one that is definitely worth a second watch sometime. So overall, great stuff. Let me know what you guys thought of the Malaysian Grand Prix, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow as we talk about MotoGP in Qatar, as Valentino Rossi just continues to blow people away. Until tomorrow, I've been Harrison101. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.